Well, hello, Team Galloway. This is week 3 of the July games. I wanted to welcome you tonight and thank you for coming out. Many people are on vacation or have just gotten back from vacation, so I want to thank you for spending some time with us. But, you know, we are already halfway through the games, and I really wanted to talk about full steam ahead. You know, how to, you know, hopefully you're on track personally, but if you're not, there's still 2 weeks, and a lot can happen in 2 weeks. So anyway, does someone have a victory to share so far? It could be on the scale or it could be a non-scale victory.
Well,
I don't.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, one victory is if you're attending Zoom. One non-scale victory is you're attending Zoom and getting the encouragement of the team.
Right.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
How about you, Jerry? Do you have a victory to share with the group?
Well, I'm actually amazed that I have always been a night owl, and getting up early in the morning was never, and I mean never, part of my life. I hated mornings. Well, I can't say hated, but I just don't, you know, not an early.
I resent it.
People would say, oh, I get up, you know, like Jana Love gets up at like 3:30 in the morning. And
Oh, mercy.
yeah, and crazy. It's like, are you kidding me? It's like I get up and go to the bathroom and go back to bed. Even at 6, it was get up and go to the bathroom and go back to bed. And I have been getting up and going walking at 6:30 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
That is a non-scale victory.
So, first of all, are you getting better restful sleep? Is that what you're telling us? And you're waking up early?
Well, I've gone to bed earlier.
Ah.
But I still get up multiple times to go to the bathroom.
But you know how Dr. A is telling us to, you know, set a bedtime and make it consistent as you can to get the best possible sleep.
Just to actually wake up and, you know, wake up and start praying, and it's like, okay, Lord, I guess I need to get up because I'm not going back to sleep, you know. So I'll get up, and now it's like very quickly now it's been like, okay, yeah, it's much better getting up and walking at 75 degrees than it is at 100 degrees at night.
Well, see, that's helping you to keep your commitments to yourself to get some healthy activity in. Good for you.
I tell you what, it's a good, really good feeling to have it done with for the day.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
I think I need to try that.
What? I mean, I just cannot believe that I'm even saying that I'm doing that. And
Okay.
I know my husband is shocked.
How about someone else? Does someone else have a victory to share?
Linda has a victory. We were just talking about it as we were leaving Made to Crave this morning.
Okay, Linda, what's your victory this week to share?
I don't remember what it was.
Oh, Ann and I both noticed how much smaller her upper arms are.
Ooh.
Yes. Way to go, Linda.
Smaller.
You know, that brings me to something, a suggestion I probably should have mentioned, but and each time we have one of these things, when you start, it really, you know, I know you take a before picture and a before scale picture. It's a good idea to take measurements, and not just waist, bust, and hips, but actually, you know, the arms and thighs, because over time, you're going to be surprised how many inches you lose.
And that's a big encouragement when you need it.
Yeah.
Yes, and like I know there are some dresses I can now fit into because my upper arms aren't too chubby anymore,
Right.
but they were for a while, you know. So that's a victory. How about someone else with a victory?
Well, I'm finally over my poison oak.
Oh, yes.
Wonderful. Yay.
Oh, wow.
That's a good one to have.
Wow. How about you, Heather? I know you were traveling, and it's a challenge to stay on your program when you're traveling, but was there something about the last 2 weeks that has been a victory for you?
I did not gain any weight while on vacation, and normally I would have.
Wow!
That's wonderful.
Yay! That's a victory for sure. I know Nelda Rust is on her way to Minnesota, and she was a little concerned about weight gain, but she wrote on the wall that she stopped at Cracker Barrel and found something that supported her decision to improve her health. So anyway, some of the questions while we're talking about we're 2 weeks into this and full steam ahead, I want to share with you that I just got word on the weekend that there will not be an August Health Games. They're going to take a break, and I believe it's scheduled to resume in September. But some of us have done this continuously. Well, we did one in September that was 6 weeks, but then January to present, some of us have been doing this continuously. So I guess what I'm wanting to share is, since there's going to be a little break in August, what are some things that you can do to further your own journey? Like, some of you may be happy with your progress on your scale. Maybe some of you aren't, but knowing there's just 2 weeks of this left where you have this team support, we have kind of like a cocoon of support within our team when we encourage one another on the wall and we have a Zoom. What are some steps you can take to go further on your journey before the end of the month? Anyone have an idea?
Well,
No.
for me, somebody coming in. For me, I think just in this first month, making a habit with forming the habit with the walking and seeing some success is going to be enough for me, I hope, to keep going.
So forming that habit of walking consistently should propel you forward. I know those of us that elected to lose 4%, some of you may have already lost 2%. That would be on track, midway through the month. So, and others are, what's the word? Maintain.
Well, I'm hoping.
Pamela, can I ask a question?
Sure. Sure, Heather.
I'm sorry. Hopefully. Can we still do the Zoom meetings even though they're not having the challenges?
Yes. If there's interest, I'm willing to hold.
Did you hear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm willing to do that. In fact, July has been a struggle because of my travels. And in fact, the last week of the month, I'll be at youth camp. I'm not sure how easy it will be for me to Zoom. I'll try and do it from my phone. But in August, I'm willing to Zoom for those of you who want to get together for some encouragement. Sure. Okay.
Absolutely.
All righty. So did someone else have some ideas of what they can do in the next 2 weeks to further their progress?
I'm needing the ideas.
You're looking for some ideas?
Yes.
Okay. Well, there's always drink your water. Drink your water.
I'm getting better at that.
Yes. And I know Ruth Lampe, when she started to do this, she couldn't believe she would ever drink 80 ounces of water, but she does now.
I do it consistently now.
And
in fact, I've gotten 70 of my ounces in already today.
So Ann and Ruth Lampe, can you share some of the benefits that you have personally noticed from drinking your water?
Well, my skin is not as dry as it used to be.
That surprised me that your
I
skin's
don't
not
have alligator elbows.
okay. And how about you, Ruth Lampe? Have you noticed any?
I think it has had a tremendous amount to do with the weight loss and being able to maintain when I lost what I wanted to.
Exactly.
I just don't think I could have done it without the water. I don't think it would have happened.
Exactly. I mean, it is so integral, and I think so many Americans don't realize how important the water is. And so many people are on a diet. Well, I want to emphasize to you that we're not on a diet.
Right.
We're learning how to eat healthy for the rest of our life.
Right.
We're learning how to develop a healthy lifestyle, because a diet has a beginning and an end, you know.
Right.
And then often some people are typically with a diet, maybe someone is feeling kind of in pain with what they have gained, and they have a wedding to go to or a class reunion, and so they get on a diet, you know, trying to get to a certain place, and then they say, oh, I'm done, you know. And then because they haven't really made lifestyle changes, they end up regaining the weight. Right. And they really, you know what I'm saying? So we're really focused on developing a healthy life rather than simply a diet, you know. So I just wanted to clarify that.
Well, 10 years ago, I did that. I went on a diet and got small enough to get into the dress I wanted to wear for Brian and Kate's wedding. Mm-hmm. Well, the dress has been hanging in the closet for 10 years, and I have not gotten into it since. But I'm down small enough now to wear it to my grandson's wedding in October. So, and I will stay down now this time.
And, you know, you may be able to wear that same dress, you know.
I'm planning on it.
Well, great. Well, great. So,
been hanging in a plastic bag in the closet all these years.
Okay. Now, I have a couple, you know, I've been enjoying, you know, the various things I'm reading on the wall. Has there been something you read this week that really impacted you, really encouraged you?
Yes, but I don't remember at the moment what it was.
Okay.
That's always my problem. I never remember.
Well, you know, you can jot
Me neither.
Okay. Well, you know, there's one, and I'm not sure what it's called, but it's the one that says something like, take 10 deep breaths, and what would it be like if you stayed on your course?
It's
and
the quiet time.
Kind of a question, kind of something to ponder, and I thought, you know, some of these are really good questions. And so I wrote down a few of them. And one was, what is the one thing you can do today that will make you smile? Because, you know, being joyful on your journey is important. Can you think of one thing that you'll do for yourself that makes you smile? Oops, just a minute. I'm going to have to send a little note to somebody. But go ahead. Can someone think of something that they can do today that makes them smile?
Well, I saw something yesterday a friend of mine shared on Facebook.
Okay.
I was telling the girls about it at our meeting this morning. When she posted a picture of her scale, and across the whole front of the scale, she wrote sayings such as, I can do all things through Christ, I can do this, you're a winner, stuff that when she looked down at the weight, she saw positive sayings.
What a good idea. And that would make me smile if I put that around my scale.
It's a whole lot better than the weight.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
One of the things that made me smile today was meeting with my friends at Made to Pray.
Yes.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
We have a good time.
What about you, Jerry? Can you think of something you can do for yourself today that'll make you smile?
Well, when I get to see my grandsons on Facebook, pictures from Norway or from Guam, my granddaughter's in Guam, that makes me smile.
Yeah. But I mean, what's something you can do for yourself? You mean like to look at Facebook or?
Well, looking at those pictures makes her smile.
Yeah, that's true. Being in touch with family. I guess that boils down to being in touch with your family, even though they're far away. Right. That makes you smile. And isn't it wonderful that we have that kind of,
Yeah,
technology that you can do that through Facebook?
I got to spend about an hour the other day on FaceTime
Yes.
with them in Norway. That was pretty cool.
So being able to do FaceTime or Skype or Zoom, that's really cool. So anybody else? How about you, Heather? What's something you could do for yourself to make yourself smile?
Continuing to make healthy choices.
Okay.
Because I know I have a lot of that lovely candy and junk food left over from the trip that just calls your name, and just to be able to make that healthy choice to say, nope, not touching it.
Good for
Would
you.
make me smile.
Well, good for you. So you're having victory over that. And you know what you can do? I realize there's a lot of family members that haven't, made the same choice you have. You could put that in a cabinet so it's not on the counter calling your name, calling your name. And, if you have it out of the way or a cover over it, perhaps it won't be as enticing, Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let me see. Now, here's another one. What outside influences are causing me to be better or worse? That could be a positive or a challenge. And some of you have some outside influences that are.
You know what? Seriously, just thinking about how Melissa Hartley and how well she did and has done, continues to do, has actually given me a lot of motivation.
Yes. Yes.
Especially when you see her picture and she looks downright skinny.
Yeah. And I, it's almost like if she can do this, I can do this. I'm kind of competitive, so
Well, that's exactly right. When we see someone like Melissa have that kind of success,
Keep it down. I'm on the phone.
when we see her have that kind of success, I'm enjoying seeing her pictures from her travels.
Right.
And I'm really happy for her.
Yeah.
So I guess that gives you encouragement to do something similar between now and when you go to Norway.
Yes.
Right, Jerry? Okay.
Right.
Yay!
Yeah.
When are you going, Jerry?
November 17th.
Oh, good.
I'll be gone for almost 4 weeks. My daughter from Guam, Amy, is going to meet me there. And then we will stay a couple weeks there with Amber and them, and then we're going to take Amber with us to London for a week. And then Amy will go back to Guam, and then I'm going to go back with Amber for another week. Because I get Thanksgiving with them and the first week of Christmas season.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
That's my goal.
Okay. Anybody else have some outside influences that are either encouraging or a bit challenging?
Well, for me, it's the others in both of our groups, both the challenge group and our Made to Crave group. Those are the outside influences that are helping me the most.
Yes. Well, there's something to be said about surrounding yourself with like-minded people. And when you surround yourself with other people who are wanting to build their health, it's contagious. And some of you have two groups, like Ruth and the others that are in her Made to Crave Bible study. And I guess that would be Ann and Linda, and I'm not sure how many more are on there.
Becky.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of double dipping. So Samantha, are you in that
It's a big help.
Samantha came for a while, but we need her back.
Well, Samantha,
Yeah, I wanted to come back, but now I'm not going to be able to. I'm out of commission for 4 weeks.
Oh,
Okay.
because of your surgery?
Yeah, because of my hernia surgery.
Okay, well, perhaps after your surgery you can join them. And that would be kind of like double dipping on all the encouragement.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, because let's see.
We're especially going to need each other during August.
Well, yes. And you know what? We can Zoom, and also, I'm not sure if each one of you knows about a Facebook page I have called Next Stop Healthyville, and we can interact with each other there.
Okay.
Specifically. I mean, we can interact on Facebook, period, but if you want to do something more health focused, you can, and I'll post that on my team, on my coach box that is pinned to the top of our team page. I'll post the link to that so that people can ask to be a friend, and I'll friend them back, because it's a private group. So, okay. Here was another kind of intriguing question. It says, of all the people, let's see, of the people I respect most, what is it about them that earns my respect? Now, like Jerry was talking about being inspired by Melissa. What is it about Melissa's journey that has inspired you or earned your respect? Jerry.
Well, the fact that she remained, I mean, she started it and she continued and she ran and she ran and,
Well,
I'm out there.
Drive and determination.
She did have
her
a
persistence.
Yeah.
Her persistence and determination, because you don't have to run to be
but I
successful.
mean, the fact that she actually did that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't even imagine myself trying to run.
Yeah.
I tried to run, the last few days for a short stretch. And I feel like I've got elephant legs trying to do it. It's like boom, boom. It's this is horrible. I hate this.
Okay.
But I'm trying to push a little bit here and there. Like okay, I can run between that telephone pole and that telephone pole going downhill.
Sure.
And then I get to that and I go, okay. And then I'll come to another downhill and say, okay, I'll run between this telephone pole and that downhill,
Well, that's the way to do it.
A little bit more push, add a little more all the time.
So does anybody else, can they think of somebody they respect, and, what quality is it that earns that respect? It could be anybody in your life, Linda, did you have a thought about that?
I think when somebody is successful at what they set out to do, they have that determination to keep trying. And especially when you have setbacks and you just keep working through them. You don't give up.
Yes. Persistence despite adversity. Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Okay. Anybody else have a thought on that?
Well, Pamela, you have earned my respect because when I first met you, I didn't realize how much smaller you were than you had been.
Yeah.
And then I saw some before and after pictures and realized you had really been persistent and consistent and had really gotten a whole lot healthier than you used to be.
Oh my, yes. I mean, I am now no longer diabetic after being diabetic 10 years. And I am no longer on cholesterol meds that I had for 20 years. And really, I feel like I have the energy of 45, and I just turned sensational 61. So, I'm really thankful for the transformation that has been going on in my life, the health transformation. And thank you, Ruth. I know, oh my goodness, on my before picture, that's actually a picture from Mount Helix out here in San Diego. Man, did I have a spare tire. Woo! So I'm thankful for getting healthier, and I want to continue. I want to get down below my pre-pregnancy weight. That's, the next goal. Because I haven't seen that in over 33 years, I've just been a yo-yo a very long time. So, but anyway. Well, we have about 3 minutes left. Does someone have either a quote or a quick word to help people finish strong? A quotation you've seen or...
We saw some in our book this morning that we were reading, but I don't have it with me now.
Okay.
We had made the comment that we were going to post it on the challenge page.
Well, you
I
can.
got to get my book out and find out what it was.
You can still do that. And, speaking of Melissa Hartley, she had one that used alliteration with 5 P's, I guess. It's prior preparation prevents poor performance. And I thought, whoa, that's a good one to remember.
Yeah.
And then I'm sorry Karen Clemens is not here. By the way, Karen Piper is on her way to Ohio, so she couldn't make it. But Karen Clemens, her dad used to tell her to wake up, get up, and show up, And so that was I think that's how it goes. But basically it has to do with 3 kinds of up, but one of them was showing up. And, that's part of winning the struggle right there, is showing up at your job or showing up as a parent or showing up at some responsibility you have. And, right now, each of you are doing something so important. You're taking care of your own health. As wives and mothers, we're so busy caregiving for everybody else that we often overlook our own health needs. And so, the healthier we are, the more we can serve the Lord, and the better rested we are to be a wife and mother. So anyway, well, I just want to thank each of you for taking time out in July. I'll try very hard to meet next week, and we'll see how you're doing. And I just want to wish you very well, and take care. Have a great week.
Bye, everybody.
You too. Bye.
Be safe and continue to enjoy San Diego.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will. Thank you, dear.
All right. Bye.